Let's take a peek. By the way, if you guys are watching this, we have thousands. Let me repeat that. Thousands of videos to help you. Coach, well, I don't know where to start. Really? Coach, do you guys do any training out there? Are you a reputable business that perhaps has more training than anybody on planet Earth for even their free members? Maybe. Maybe we do. Just maybe. Now, I want you guys to look at these view counts. And look how sad this is. What a sad moment. 86, 200, 150. Guys.
This is bullshit, Coach. I want my free back.
Yeah. This is crazy. There should literally be tens of thousands, if not 100,000 views on these, right? So everybody do your part. Thank you to all 7 of you that listened today and tweeted at least out there. So thank you to 7 people out of 100,000 watching today. I appreciate that. Notice I'm still going. Every time you see me scroll the page, this is 16 videos, right? There's four rows. Look at this. We're still going. I want you guys to understand how much free training and education is out here. I want you to understand why when I say we have more free training and education than any stock market trading company in the history of what we do, I'm not exaggerating in any way. You guys all still see this, right? I mean, this is nuts. This is nuts, right? Oh my God. Do you know how much money I spent on this? This is crazy.
Would it be too much, Coach, if I told you I watched them all?
No, it wouldn't. I would love your face. I would love your face for that. But you guys understand, right? What I'm trying to tell you is we have more free training and education than anybody. Get over there. You guys can go to videos. If you go to my playlists, go to the playlists. You can see every one. What is it you're looking for? Scalp, support, basic mechanics, EWO, position sizing, VWAP strategies, entry and exit strategies. And look how many videos are in here. Training and strategies, 49 videos. Do you guys see all this? They're all broken up. 97 videos on how to use the shedding strategies. 109 videos on stock market candle training.
AT University for the win.
Thank you. 155 videos if you wanted to know how to use our indicator strategies. I need you guys to understand how much time, energy, effort, resources have gone into this. And it is so sad when I see, well, there's 12 people that viewed it. Like, what the hell? Get over there. Watch the videos. Click the things. Do the stuff. Clickety, click, clickety, clack, click, click, clack. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love your faces. All right, I'm going to take off.
Don, you're muted.
Okay, I don't even know how that happened. I didn't even mute myself. That's weird.
I'm sure that was a very insightful and spiritually
It
lifting intro.
was, man. It was. Damn it. Damn it. I had some good shit in there. Anyway, all I was saying was I'm gonna start every weekend, every Wednesday watch party with that video because it makes complete sense. Why, right? You can what now? Just like the guy said in the video, he watches all of coaches. He's scanned through and watched all of them, right? But here's the difference between that and having somebody like me who has been under coach's tutelage for over 2 years. Mark McSee, Palm Coast, Bruno, right? Here's the difference. You get us with the paid memberships. You get access to coach, you get access to one-on-one coaching, you get access to somebody holding your hand and stepping you through what's happening in these videos. So you can watch the videos for free, but if you want the in-depth extra classes, be able to interact one-on-one, that's what the pay memberships are for. Now, right now, if you get 1 year of the VIP membership, you can only get the gold add-on with the VIP. You have to have a VIP. The gold is simply an add-on to that. You can't get it separately. But if you get a year of the VIP, you're going to get 6 months of the gold VIP absolutely free. I would jump on that, gang. I believe the what is the VIP 5 for the year? Or is it 25?
25.
$2,500 right there, right? But you get the two of them. So instead of paying 5 for the both, you get both for 2 for the price of 1, right? Also, if you get 6 months of VIP, you get 3 months of gold. So it's half, half, half. If you get 6 months, you get 3 months. So take advantage of that stuff, guys. It's out there. The diamond went away. It's there. But if you want that, you can do that for the 20 grand. Now, the cool thing about it is if 5 grand is more within your wheelhouse, there is a payment plan. So you can pay 4 installments of 5,000 and get a diamond membership. So with that being said, did anybody choose a playlist for tonight?
Well, and I'm sure Bruno will probably kick me in the butt for saying it, but I'd be willing to bet that, some of the other stuff, if you opened a ticket in the Discord, they might be willing to work with you.
Yeah. So it all depends on how serious you are. If you said that before and not followed through, so make sure if you do that, you're serious because they will help you, right? So James is absolutely right. Everybody's cracking up, James, because I had mute on. Ah! Oh my God, that is not funny.
I was trying and I was sitting here going, let me in, let me in, let me in. I even, I even sent you messages on the restream. Dawn.
You're like, Dawn, you are muted. Oh my God. Oh man. Gotta love me. Eli, welcome. Frederick, welcome. Tracy, welcome. Oh, she read my lips. So,
All I can think is, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
my mouth? Apparently not. I wasn't
No,
looking.
no, we don't.
Crazy. How'd you do today?
I did good. I got green, got my 1%, a little over 1%.
Nice.
And then I stayed out of it. Not gonna diddle in that FOMC stuff.
Yeah, I didn't mess around with it. I took my green and left the market alone after that. Went into the editing room. Yep, I left it alone. But yeah, I did well. I got into IWM today. I decided to, I'll go back and forth between futures and options, but I only do it with two, actually. It's either SPY or IWM, because in futures I play MES, which is SPY, which is the S&P 500, or M2K, which is the Russell IWM. So I'm still playing just those two, right?
Uh-huh.
But on the
Uh-huh.
stock side, it's that. So it's basically the same thing, but got a little bit more bang for my
Uh-huh.
buck today with the options. I gotta say it. I got a little bit more bang for my buck. I needed to take care of some stuff, and I needed some extra money to do it. I saw that setup. It was primo. So I took advantage of it. I pulled a coach. Coach said, okay, I'm not going to overtrade. But then he saw the perfect setup. He's like, I got to get in there.
Yeah, yeah. Coach did well today.
Yeah. Coach was a maniac today, man. He showed again why he is our mentor, right?
Do you know
But yeah,
that sounds strangely familiar, Don?
to
I'm only playing two.
what? Where?
You playing IWM and SPY,
Mm-hmm.
but you're playing MES and what was the other one?
M2K.
M2K. Is that kind of like I'm only playing one TSLL, TSLQ?
Yeah, pretty much. It's true. It's really just two. It's the S&P 500 and the Russell in two different formats, but it's the same too. I get you. It was Maria, not me, that did
Yeah.
the TSLL light. Okay. But yeah, I got in that trade at 10:08 this morning and sold off at 10:32. So I was not in it long. Made $530 and dipped out. That's how you do it. It hemmed and hawed. It started going sideways. That was all I needed to see. Right? Done. Done for the day. Go do other things. But, that works. That's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to wait for setups, gang. Right? You don't just keep jumping in willy-nilly. And another thing that I do like about options is I can control myself a little bit more because it's cash. Once I run out, that's it. There is no jumping back in, right?
Yep.
And with futures, I tend to overtrade, right? I like futures, don't get me wrong, and I'm still going to trade futures, but I have to be a lot pickier with futures because if I don't, I will overtrade and keep having to add money to my account. That's never a good place to be. So, David, I get it, brother. I get you. That's why David won't do a margin account, right? So, got to learn how to have discipline. I'm fasting a lot now, so that is helping me with my discipline. So that's why I was able to do that trade today. Get in, get it, get out. I see all the mute messages. J Dope. Jokes on James. I live under a bridge in the city of Bridges. Good luck finding me. What are you two talking about? Chad H, what's going on?
Maria down there making promises and threats if people don't like and share. Gonna
That's
send me
right,
to their
Maria.
house.
Maria is the right. Maria is the Sicario. Do it or else she will take care of you. Thank you, Maria. Love your face. Thanks again for the content yesterday. We had a ball. I love your two truths and a lie. She's got something planned for us next week where she's gonna mix it up a little bit, James.
Oh, I sent you a email, basically just question format, Jeopardy style.
Okay, I'll take a look at that tonight when we get done.
Yep.
Sweet. I will go look
Yeah,
at it.
no real graphics or anything, but just
Oh, I can make the graphics for it. Yeah.
Questions and answers, or answers and questions, however.
Yep. We
You know
can
what I mean.
I do. I do. Ronald Stewart, what's happening, brother? I like the thought of the team, but I haven't really followed that.
We're talking about the Steelers.
Uh, sorry, I live in Ravens country, and you know how we feel about the Steelers. So, no, not even gonna talk about it. All right, so I will pick the playlist. I saw some tasty ones down there. Okay, let me enlarge. James, since you came up, I'll let you pick the playlist if you want. We've got VWAP training, we've got level 2 training, which we did.
There was actually one I was trying to find, but I guess I'm not as savvy on YouTube as I thought. Trying to search through the playlist. It was some time back.
Ewo versus scalping. Which one was it?
It was somebody was trading Amazon on an FOMC day.
Oh, you're talking about a specific video. Oh, okay. I'm talking about
Yeah.
a playlist. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Let's see here. Scalping strategy, part 2. That's pretty cool. Anybody down for some scalping strategies tonight?
Sure. No, the one I did, Maria, was for Jeopardy. Says you had a template for Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, I thought we did have one at one point. Baby.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, let's. Ooh. All right, there we are. There it be. Scalping strategy part 2. I will put the link to this playlist down in the live chat.
Don?
Yeah.
If it's okay with Coach, you have my email. You want to forward that to Maria?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. But yeah, I can't.
Go through all the proper channels and see if it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that. I will definitely do that. Yeah, I can't link up anybody, but you know, I will ask Coach if it's okay. Maria can ask him, really too.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll ask him, and you know, shouldn't be an issue. All right, scalping strategies. Let's do it. Don't forget to go to these videos, like them, and put a comment on them for us, please. That would be lovely.
So when I'm doing this with 500 shares and I'm scalping it like that, and I make $100 to $300 every time I click go, it adds up a lot. Right here, you see this? This is now I'd short it, right? Now it wants to pull right here. Boom, and it makes that little bit of move. There's $100.
Somebody tell me why I pulled right there. Take a look at the screen. Tell me why. You see VWAP?
Oh, was I supposed to wait? Is that
no,
not VWAP?
I don't see VWAP on the screen. Look again.
Up there at the top.
Well, yeah, it's all under VWAP, yeah, but why did it pull right at that spot? Can we get some more people up on the panel? James don't know what he's talking about up here. I'm kidding.
Okay, well, I squirreled. I was typing, not looking at the screen.
Oh, I'm kidding, James. Crazy. Come on, y'all. We need to have a full panel up here, man. Let's get some people up here to go through these with us. Ralph, what's up, brother? Rescue us up here, man. Come on and hang out so it's not just me and James all the time. Coach likes to see a full panel up here. If you're a mod, you should be up here helping out. Get your butts up here. Maria, I know you got kids. If you got the kids going on, that's fine. But come on, man. Yes, I see the answer, Ronald Stewart. Ronald Stewart, good job. Double top, right here.
$100. Then it comes back up, and if it breaks 269.19, I jump in it. Boom, there's $100. I can do this constantly.
Amazon's still approaching that 125.50, 124.50.
Thank you. Checking it now. Yep, I see
That-
it.
Yeah, it's still in that range.
Yeah, now look. What did we talk about on this one? I told you guys to take advantage every time, right? Here it is. Here it is. There it is. Comes down here. Look at this trading channel. Right? Look at that. That is scalper's paradise, isn't it?
Top, bottom, top, bottom.
Now, Tesla. The fact that it's staying up so high is bullish. Boom, I'm in the trade. There it goes. Sell it. Just made $30. Do you understand how fast, how I can maneuver this? This is very bullish on Tesla, by the way.
All right, somebody tell me.
Like, I can't stress that.
Somebody tell me right now, what is Tesla doing in this trade right here? What is that just happened there? What strategy do we study that Tesla just did? We call that a what? See if y'all got your thinking caps on tonight.
Ralph's on his way.
All right, Ralph. James, have I told you I love you today?
No, but you can wait a little bit and tell me later.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. I love you.
Love you too, Don.
Somebody tell me what Tesla just did on this video. All right, Farrah. Hi, honey. Yes, Farrah comes in. Let me got so much stuff on my deck. Let me give that to Ronald Stewart for the double top, and we're gonna give that to Farrah for the break and hold. Yes, it just broke and held. That's go time.
Is that enough? Oh, Coach, what do you think it's going to do? Well, I already told you, right? I can tell off of the move.
Okay, now, typically, when it breaks and holds, what is the next thing that it usually does that you have to be careful of? Let's see who's really got their thinking caps on and who's got the training up in there. Yes, Ronald, break and hold. What most likely is it going to do right here? Hey, baby girl. Hopefully everything is going well with you and the fam. What's it going to do most likely right here after it breaks and holds if it doesn't just take off and run? What do they like? Yes, 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 Eminem. Thank you. Yes, handy homeowner. Retest. They almost always, not every time, because there is nothing guaranteed and nothing that always happens, but more likely the probability is there. We play in probabilities. It's going to retest. So let's
Move, you're getting volume. It's skyrocketing. And I told you it wanted to come back up to this channel anyways. But I said if it can break and hold 269.19, didn't I say where it would go?
Yeah, ain't no retesting.
So there you go.
I just played that range again, Coach. 124.50 to 124.19.
I said it every time, right?
Wow.
It's the third time I played it. I made money each time.
That channel.
Nice job. Dude, listen, what you're doing is you're starting to get in a good rhythm. And right, you see how it touched right here? That is when you sell.
Yeah.
Boom. And then it goes back to the upside, right? So sell long, sell short, sell long, sell short, over and over and over and over and over again until it breaks one side or the other, and then hang on. Because like right here, the fact that this came right back and a long candle, you could get now a push to the upside. And because you would be in the long off the bounce of 124.19, you get to ride it. If it pulls back, sell it. But this is bullish right here. Do you see how this candle looks different than all the previous candles?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, somebody tell me something about that candle. What's different about that candle than the other candles? Obviously, we know it's bigger, but why is it bigger? Usually, what does that mean when you see that much in a candle? What's the deal there? What property does that candle have that made it do that? Mark McSee, let's go, baby. What's this got? It's another word for momentum. What gave it that momentum? What pushed it? Yep. Gamma volume. Volume. You can clearly look at that candle and see there's a ton of volume that went into making that candle. Right? So that Mark likes to call that energy. It's got energy to it, right?
You know.
Coming off that triple bottom too.
Now you're in a new range. It did not pull back immediately. Still sitting up. Now what I'd do is I'd have a stop right here at 124.50 again. And there you go. And that's exactly what I told you. Do you see the difference?
Look at that.
Yep, I like space here above VWAP. So just like this, right? The things that I love about trading VWAP. Here, I'll show you. I'll just go small so you can see it. VWAP is at 563. What I would do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put a stop at 562. Right there. The reason that is because if it can't stay above VWAP, why would I long that, right? So my risk is pennies compared to the potential upside, which is back up to 576. See it? I don't need to have a big, giant open risk because I already know the strength is off of VWAP. Are you guys following me with that?
Yep. Long and short training.
Trade the pre-market using VWAP. So what that means is every time it breaks VWAP to the upside, we go ahead and long that with shares. Every time that breaks VWAP to the downside, we use our short button as long as you have a margin account. If you don't have a margin account, you won't have that option. But you can see right here, we can short it, right? Every time. There's your long.
That is one of the best things about futures is you do have that ability to go in both directions because it's a margin. Just don't overtrade.
Long, there's your short, there's your long, there's your short, and you can do that for any stock, right? The whole time. Look at this. So as I was doing it this morning, I mean, I made 100 and some bucks on it, but I was just trying to show you guys like, hey, you guys are buying and shorting and buying and shorting. You can do it for anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Sometimes, of course, if it hugs, VWAP tightly, it's a little harder. But again, since we're pre-market and we're scalping it quickly, right? There's your long, there's your short, there's your long, there's your short, there's your long, there's your short, and it's still shorting. Do you guys see what I'm saying? I don't know what you guys like to trade, but you can do it for anything, right? So here's Mara, just using a small stock as an example. Look at right there's your short, and you're still in your short. See it? Anything, doesn't matter. There's Microsoft, same drill. Over and over and over. You guys can do this. There's your long, there's your short. It touched, but it's still a short.
Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Do me a favor. Open the door. Let 'em in. What the hell's going on? Ah, there we are. It is Ralph, my brother. Hey, Ralphie.
All right, coming from outside, I just got drenched.
Oh, it's raining down there?
It's always raining every day. Summertime stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Summertime, summer rain. What's
I
going on?
was like so happy we've had the past 2 days where it's been nice because it has been one dreary, long ass month. It's going good. How about you?
All right, what we doing? Watching videos?
We watching videos. It is Watch Party Wednesday. So we are watching and picking apart the strategies. The list we picked.
Hold on. Before we move forward, James L., where he at?
He right here.
He left.
Yeah.
He there, but he left. He there, but he left. I'll wait till he get back to ask him about Tesla then.
Oh, okay.
You can probably resume it.
All right, let me start it back up. Let me take a quick break, see if anybody's talking about. I feel the knowledge, J-Dog, coursing through my veins. Good. Mark said, I came, I saw, I commented ES during FOMC trading. Nice. Way to go, Mark. Conquered. Oh.
What you got for me, Ralph? I had to talk to a man about a horse.
TSL Tesla. Did you trade it?
Yes, sir.
Did you stay in the whole trade? That's what I want to know. Did you stay in at least until
I got out shortly before the FOMC meeting.
Okay.
I had some other errands and things to do. I think I missed. If I left money on the table, it would have been about, I don't know, 15, maybe 20 cents per share.
Okay, because it went crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mark, he was calling it. Tesla was running so hard, we was calling it in the futures zone.
Yeah.
All right, I was just checking. That's all. I was just checking to make sure. That's all. We resumed the video. Yeah.
Yep. I stay focused today.
All right. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, by using this method, I mean, Ford's a little harder because it kind of Ford is tough because it doesn't really move.
Built Ford tough.
Something like Ford would be very hard. What's this? 21K. Okay, that's not doing nothing yet. Just like Carnival's a little bit harder, but you can do it. You see here, if it doesn't get a lot of volume and you start getting these weird little dots versus candles, that means it's going to be hard to move it.
Yep.
Right? There's just not a lot. If you look at the volume, it's only got 286K volume. That's why I like to use a Tesla or an Apple, right? Netflix obviously would be a little bit harder. Number one, the volume is always trash, pre-market. Number two, for it to have any significant value, you're going to have to dump a ton of money into it to make it, significant, right? If you can't buy 100 shares or something of it, it's kind of hard to make money from it. But does that make sense? Do you guys see how we can?
Which makes it gives you the reason why people like to do options, right? Because it automatically gives you 100 shares worth of leverage for less money. But with that comes a price. It's called the Greeks. There's stipulations called the Greeks, right? And if you don't know how to work those properly, then like today with the 10 contracts I got, I had a decent delta. Instead of going way out of the money, I had like a, God, I didn't even, it was like 3. It was the 3rd spot up. Actually, it might have even been the 2nd. Yeah, it was the 2nd, because I paid $42 a contract, and the one out of the money was $79 a contract. And I started to get that one. I needed it to come down to 72, but it did. But I went with the 40 anyway, right? So I was being cheap. But somebody's knocking at the door.
Ralph, trying to get back in.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with my connection. Everything was sounding like a robot. So I was just like, let me try to see if I can start this over.
You're just like a kid, Ralph. Make up your mind.
I
In
did
or
not.
out, in or
I
out,
did
in or
not.
out, in or
Listen,
out.
I did not do an Irish goodbye. Chad, hey, thank you very much.
Ange
I just
owns
had to get
those.
on a better frequency. It's still, I don't know. We could just go through it. I can hear you guys. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening here.
Can treat the pre-market, and you
Do
guys
I
can make
sound like
money
a robot?
from the
A
pre-market.
little bit. I was about to say you sound a little bit robotic just there a second ago, but when you asked that, no, you didn't. Then you didn't sound like one.
Yeah, that's how it is on this end. I don't know what's going on. You think I need to restart and come back? I don't want to keep messing with the show. I guess just
It's not
keep
a
it
big
going.
deal.
We'll be fine unless I just start breaking up really bad.
Okay.
Oh, you think I should try? I'll try it. Just let me in whenever I come. You ain't got to stop everything. Just let me in when I
Okay.
come back.
Maybe.
So again, this is what we call, if you're new in here, this is what we call channel trading. Okay, we're
Man,
trading the channel.
these videos are
As
going
long
way
as it
back.
continues to give us the same look, we can continue to add here and wait to see if it breaks. If it doesn't, I sell back off. Then I add again here. I wait to see if it breaks. Break meaning to the upside. If it pulls back, right, then I sell it off. And then I buy it here. And then I wait to see if it breaks. If it pulls off, I sell it off. So on and so forth.
Yes, it makes
Yes, sir.
sense.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, coach. Are you selling it? At market or limit?
Nope. Limit. There is no market. There's no market orders. You cannot do anything that says market in the pre-market. Okay.
When you're waiting for it to pop, where do you would you have set your buy at 336?
Well, no. So if I do,
Because I missed it. I did 333. I didn't realize I had it set to 333, and I missed it, and I didn't chase it.
well, that's okay. What I do is, because I want to break and hold, I always go above it. So if 336.2 is your key mark, then I would want it, just above it.
So 337.
Yeah,
in this case?
yeah, exactly. If that's, that would be the next number it would allow you to do. Yep, it's 337, because what we want is we want it to break and hold. And if it just touches it and pulls back, well, now we're going back this way, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep. So we want it to break and hold. And a long candle, break and hold, everybody. Isn't that a long candle or a confirmation candle to go with a small one, right?
Right.
So that is for sure a long candle. And there is your confirmation candle. But now look at it. See it stair stepping. See how this is still stair stepping to the downside? But again, if you're in this now and you're like, well, I've got a small amount, let's see what it will do later, that's fine. But now what you need to do is you need to take our previous resistance level and now it's support. Okay. So what was once resistance is now support, meaning it has to stay above 336.2. Otherwise, it's going right back down into this previous channel that we discussed earlier. Okay. And that'll help you guys throughout your entire trading life, by the way. That channel trading that I trained you on right there, and I've been doing it for our existing VIP members. That's something you'll be able to use literally the rest of your life. I use that all day, every day, exactly like you saw how I executed it. So even though that it then pulled back, but I knew this is the bounce zone, I can add in more here, which I did, which lowered my cost average. which then, as long as it stayed above VWAP, which it did, I wasn't concerned at all, was I? And there we go. There's your new next pop right there. You're making more money on CCCC. Now, as long as this stays above 346, you guys are going to the next promised land, okay?
Nice. Let's take a quick station break. Are you enjoying your experience with American Dream Trading? Great! We'd love to hear from you. Your feedback helps us continue to grow and provide the best in stock market education to new and advanced traders. How about leaving us a review? Great! Just go to AmericanDreamTrading.com, click Write a Review, leave us a rating, and then leave your review. It's just that simple. Thanks so much. We really appreciate your feedback. See you soon. Head on over there and write us a review if you like what it is that you are getting out of American Dream Trading. Let's continue.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
I know. I'm going to scroll the watch party. Take a look over in the futures lounge real quick. Oh, and Ralph needs the link again.
He got it. Yay. I would play that little video I made for you guys, but we'll get a copyright strike. Way to go, Mark. Let me put my little favorite emoji with the ah! All right, Ralph. Let me get you a link down there again. Yes, right there it says join. Oh, damn. I'm looking at it from the last time I put it in. All right, if anybody else wants to come up, I'm reinserting the link in the live chat. There we go. Says join panel here. All right, let's get it.
I am creating all these levels. Do you see all these? Because what I do with these is, right? Let's say I get into a trade here. I can watch. I start identifying channels. I can see what it's going to do. Because think about it. Let's say we'll use this as an example. So this is the channel I've identified, right? Let's say I got into a put here, okay? Let's say I got into a put here because I'm like, oh, it pulled back here. Now, I wouldn't do that. Why? We don't buy a put at support, do we? Do we buy a put at support?
Nope.
No, sir.
So I bought it right here. Well, this will give me the strength to ride into some of this, right? Until I go, hey, goofball, you shouldn't be in here. Get the hell out, right? Maybe I finally come to my...
Okay, so let's put a question down there to the live chat. Why don't we buy puts on support? Let's see who's still got their thinking caps on down there and who's been really learning from the training. That is awesome, Mark. I'm going to save that picture and put it in here so people can see it. Somebody give me an answer. Why? Why do you not buy puts on support? All right.
There's a song and all.
Calls on
Well,
support.
Mark,
Darn, you wasn't supposed to start singing a song.
I didn't finish it. It just popped in my head. All right, here's what was in the Futures Lounge, courtesy of Mark McSee. Remember, he just got his new vehicle, and now, without further ado, to go on the back of that vehicle. Bam, baby. Woo!
Let's go.
Marky Mark in the house.
That's nice.
I like that. I like it a lot, Mark. Way to go, brother. I'm so
Wait,
proud
his
of you.
registration and tag number says that too?
Yeah, it's a
That's
to.
official. Yeah, that's an official tag. What the hell?
Yeah. He
You know how sometimes they have
got
to.
a vanity.
Yeah, you know how sometimes they have to mix the letters up a little bit when you're trying to do something like that because somebody else already have the tag. Or
Right.
there's too
Apparently
many
nobody else had
letters.
it, huh?
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
cool.
you know what kind of people get vanity plates?
He's so vain. He probably thinks this song is about him. He's so vain. Let's get it. Oh, did anybody answer the question down there? Why do we not buy puts on support?
Papa Todd,
There's
Sarah,
a
Mark.
collective answer. People saying that most of the time there's a balance of support, and that's true.
Yep. Chances are that's where your bounce zone is going to be. That's why it's support. It's the floor. I like. Yeah, the vanity plate. Ange, what's up, Milk Money?
What's up, Ange?
I don't have any bias,
Happy
Mark.
late birthday.
You got to tell us what you did for your birthday, Ange.
My senses,
Did you get drunk?
but
She don't drink.
if I don't come
Things
to my
that cannot be
senses,
put
at
on
least I
live.
have this key critical level to go, listen, if this breaks above here and holds, I need to get the hell out because I bought down here anticipating a pull, but I already know right here is the key critical level, and this means get out. Now, if I was like, oh, but I'll just move my stop and move my stop and move my stop and move my stop, and then I'll move it and then I'll move it. Damn it, it's so high, I'm going to get out. Total loss. And then it comes back. Damn it, I shouldn't have got out. I knew I should. Stop all that. I'll use this one as an example. I'll use this as an example. Right? Let's say I bought a put down here because I just don't listen to coach. Right? So I bought a put at support because, you know, whatever. I'm going rogue. I think I'm going to be a hero today. Okay. I would rather have a 10% stop, right? If that's all it'll let me do. Because you guys know a lot of times it'll be like, that's too tight. You can't do it. That's too tight. You can't do it. Whatever. I'd rather have something in there than nothing while I'm trying to get in a stop and it ends up.
Okay, so Ralph, would you agree with this? If you're going to put a close stop in, do it at that point because technically that's what it's supposed to be doing, right? It's bouncing.
Exactly. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to enter without.
Yeah, you want to cut it off right at the pass. So if it does what it's supposed to do, like you think it's gonna, and it starts a break and hold procedure to the downside, but you know technically it was supposed to bounce. That's where you put a tight stop at because if it does say, because there is a such thing called a false breakout, right? So it may break to the downside, but then it's like, hey, psych, you know I'm gonna bounce. Come on now, this is a bounce zone. You thought I was going down? No, boom, and you got that stop right there to protect you.
Yep.
up here, right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
the initial stop is literally to protect you from a knife drop or a big pop. That's all it's doing. And then the second you place it, of course, then you can manipulate it down to, the micro penny. But the first initial stop is just the protection of I got in and then, oh crap, this candle, right? It helps you to not take so much damage right out of the gate. That's all it's going to do for you. Then it's up to you to manipulate, change, modify, put it where you want.
Ralph, you know I cheated today, right?
What you did? You went trade stocks.
I did.
How'd you do?
$530. IWM.
All right, though.
IWM.
All right.
I kept in the family.
Ain't
You
mad
know,
at
it's
you.
either M2K, MES, or SPY in IWM.
I ain't mad at you for that.
All right, we got somebody knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. James. Hey, I didn't even know you dipped out.
Yeah, I had to
James
check
left?
something real quick.
Oh.
Okie dokie.
You want.
And your range of setting the stop is 20 to 40%.
Harlow.
No, that's the 2-minute EWO, 25 to 40%, right?
Okay.
And I don't put that in on the initial start anyways. I would still only have like 5 or 10%, manipulate it, watch it. Is it in the right spot? Does it make sense? I'm in a call. Has it been trending to the upside? Is it above VWAP? Is this a 6-star trade? Is this a 1-star? Should I be in here? Oops, it went below VWAP and it's holding. Get out. I'm only down 2%. I don't care. Shit trade, right?
Yeah.
So
Let me get my brain back in together after all that.
Yeah, so you don't just go, oh, blindly, I'm just going to let this drop 40%, lose my shirt. No. So right here, this one is a perfect example, right? Let's say you're scalping, okay? Let's say you're scalping calls. You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
You failed to look down here, and you got a call. It pulled below VWAP. You're trying to put in a stop, trying to put in a stop, trying to put in a stop. You got your stop. Look how much damage was done.
Yeah.
It's a 1-minute candle, by the way. That's 1 minute. That's 1 minute. If you would have did it right and you bought it, whatever, your stop would have said like, hey, man, that's 10%, dude. Right? If you guys are trading in here, you can use the contracts. This is the contracts price. It's always delayed and it's never on point with what's going on, but it gives you a close to.
Thank you, James L, for the super chat.
You got
Anybody?
Mark started it.
Oh, Mark started it?
Mark started it.
All right, there we go, Mark. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Let's see if we can get that up to 10 real quick before we get out of here. I am putting the link to this playlist so that you guys can go put some likes on these and comment on them. I'm putting it in the chat right now.
And J-Dog threw one in there.
Playlist link. Yeah, J-Dog is the big dog with the super chats. All right, there we go.
Right? So if you're buying up here, you can see, let's say you paid $1.35.
Thank you guys for the super chats. Keep them coming in, gang.
Yeah.
Let's.
By the way, that tip jar is up there at the top of the live chat in case you guys, feel so inclined.
Say you paid $1.35. You already know how much you can put in a stop because you can see it, right?
It is pinned to the top of the live chat with none other than AmericanDreamTrading.com when you want to get that VIP membership, which should be now.
Yes, sir.
So you can use this,
Kelly,
to your advantage if you guys want to chart off of the contract pricing, right? You'll see if it pulls and pops what it kind of does. Does this make sense?
Yes.
All right, let's let one more play through here. Let's see what's next. What do we got? Candle wick channels. Oh, this is interesting.
So right here, everybody, you can see this right here. These are all your channels. You see how I'm drawing these out? We're going off these wicks. Remember, the more it touches, like right here, the more it touches,
Right.
the more value it has, right? You can see we're in a new channel. You see these? And I'm drawing these out from here, right here, and here. The reason we care about those, John, is because let's say you're in a put, you need to know not only candle watching. By the way, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. John, do you know what typically?
All right, so let's stop it right there. What typically happens when you get 5 or 6 candles in a row? Somebody tell me down in the live chat. What typically happens when you get 5 or 6 candles? What is Coach's 5 or 6 candle rule?
5 to 7.
5 to 7. Right, correct, James. Thank you.
Specificity. My kids kill me with that crap every day. You got to be very, very specific.
Have a good one, Ronald Stewart. Thank you for being here, my brother. Somebody give me an answer, please. What is Coach's 5 to 7 candle rule? Where is he getting ready to go with that?
Pull back.
Thank you, James.
Did I say that out loud?
You did. I was hoping that somebody in the live chat would do it, but I'll take it.
Typically happens between the 5th and 7th
Technically, you are in the live chat as well, so.
candle going in the same direction.
No clue.
It's
Reverse.
going to breathe back or reverse. And there you go. See it?
Everybody, please make sure you comment and like these videos. Thank you so much. Exclamation point.
All right. Any questions on the pre-market, how I look at that and what I do with those trades? Just remember, because there's no stops, we have to be very careful. If any of you are new in here
Quick
or to
little
the market,
pre-market
if you're trying to
charting
buy
lesson.
anything pre-market, you have to use a limit order. You cannot have a stop loss in place because they don't exist in the pre-market. So it'd be limit, use the best price you can get it for, and then go at it that way.
So, Coach, would Amazon be another good?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, you see how it broke VWAP? As soon as it did, that's when you can do a hold, right? Because you already know. This is why a lot of times I love to get into it on the break of, because then I know I can get out earlier. So what I mean by that is, see it right here? This is a great entry because then your stop is just below VWAP, and then you got all this room. Because now when we get in, right, let's say we enter in right here. Well, now we've got to wait, right, all the way down to here before I can have a stop, because it can just come down and down. But do you see the difference? So the timing is better, obviously, on the break of VWAP to get the move to here than it is to get here, but you still have all the way back down here for confirmation. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
I so would not be in that
anytime
trade.
you guys are trading,
I so would not be in that trade because it just broke VWAP, and instead
That's
of
a chop.
Yep.
Chop zone.
Just continue instead of just continuing to the upside. Yeah. It's just chopping sideways. Hell no. That is a recipe for pew. It's gonna go right back where it just came from. And it was chopping here. So traders don't like chop. When that happens, they get nervous, they get bored, they get impatient, and they sell off.
They get out.
Trading in the pre-market.
Like, bump that.
Yep, I'm out.
Always.
That's Mark brought up a very good point. That's on the 1 minute chart.
And Coach, also, do you?
Yeah, so you get a lot of information on the 1 minute chart. But if you're scalping, which is what this playlist is about, you're using that information. You know, it might be a little premature, but at least you got one up on the rest of the people. And if you can always get back in.
Don Mark say check your cash out.
Oh, what happened? What happened? What him do? What him do? I love your face, man. You have no idea how much that is so appreciated. Thank you, Mark. I love, dude.
I don't go road
Dude, I love
king.
that man. I love that man. He's so awesome. He's so
You
awesome.
have, Ralph. You've gone rogue.
I'm human. Hey, I'm human. You know what I'm saying?
Why did I start to call her Linda? Nana has really coined that phrase. Anybody that says rug in here knows where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go
Don't
rug.
go rug.
Don't go
And make
rug.
sure you look at the proper level.
Do you recommend following some of the 2-minute EWO rules when trading after hours or pre?
You can, yeah, you can. It's obviously a little harder because there's not volume, but absolutely same rules will apply. Just know that if you're going with like penny stocks or low float, meaning volatile stocks versus a blue chip like an Amazon or Microsoft, etc., that it can become more volatile even in that short amount of time and then pull on you, and then the 2-minute doesn't do you any good.
Right, and since you can't place a stop anyway, you're putting yourself in more danger. So,
Correct.
all right, good. Thank you.
Yep. And the best thing to do, honestly, is if you guys are doing pre-market.
Thank you, Mark. I love your face.
You
That's
know,
wonderful.
as you guys know, and hopefully you're now starting to follow that rule of, small entry size. It means even more in the pre-market because at any point, any news can drop this. There's no SEC halts typically unless they think there's some sort of fraud. Like it can be, up 100, down 200, up 300%, down. Like it's just, there's no control of it, right?
I love his sound
If you
effect.
guys have a larger account and you do have margin and you can day trade unlimited, Tesla is a really good one, just to get these little micro moves, right? See how it's going down right now? Like I could literally be,
Okay,
and it's
so
because it's
you two trade Tesla. Have you found that?
Yeah. Tesla got the volume. Like if you got a large account, even if you don't have a large account, because I don't have a large account, you can trade TSLL and the inverses of it, like during the pre-market, and you can catch, pretty good runs. You might not be able to get 100 shares of Tesla, but if you can get those inverses, I was talking about this today. Whenever Tesla make a move, those 2 times, 3 times X leverages, they're gonna get 2 times the amount of movement. So they're good and they got a lot of volume. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Tesla is like trading I ain't gonna say it's like an indice, but it moves a lot. So it's one of them ones.
Got you.
And TSLL is one of the few that I've found that the 2-minute EWO can actually work in the pre-market.
Yeah. I mean, we don't typically play the 2-minute in the pre-market, but you will find some runners that if you throw that thing on the 2-minute and ride it out, I ain't mad at you. It'll work out. So good point.
Well, that's what I've started doing is I'll leave the trading view on the 2-minute on TSLL and watch all the indicators. And I'll start out on the 1-minute on my Weeble.
Yep.
And if it turns into it, I just switch over the Weeble to the 2-minute and let it go.
So the 2-minute EWO works all the time on TSLL because it's not a hot stock.
Right.
So it's one of them ones that trade on strong volume. Since it trades strong volume during the early morning, you can get a 2-minute breakout that'll work. So some, like some stocks in the morning during the pre-market, they don't have hardly no volume at all, but they don't have any trades. With TSLL tracking Tesla and Tesla being one of the big ones, you can get the 2-minute setup on it more often and throughout the night. Like NVIDIA is one. Any one of the big sevens, you could trade the ETFs of, and you could trade the 2-minute EWO strategy with them during the pre-market. But I don't suggest you do it with the hot stocks, though. With the hot stocks, the reason why I say the 2-minute don't work is because the EMAs and stuff, they just can't keep up. the Ewo can't keep up with the movement
the hot stock.
of a hot stock. Yeah, you come out better using the L2 and the L2 and the
Time and sales.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
the
charting it.
L2
Yeah.
and scalping. That's what
Well,
I'm
and
trying to say.
there's some
Scalping and the
days too, like
L2.
the other day at TSLL, it doesn't do nothing. You get a 3 cent channel. And unless you've got a
Yeah,
margin
yeah,
account,
it
a
is
3 cent
Saturday.
channel is
Yeah.
just, you'll burn up all your buying power before the market even opens.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I, know from experience or.
Whenever I get in the pre-market, I'm a talk because pre-market been kind of slow lately, but I got a feeling it's gonna get kicked back off with the hot stocks here soon, because the indices they starting to go sideways a bit. So I think the pre-market gonna have more runners in the morning.
Cool. Speaking of which, before I forget,
They've been
tomorrow at 1 p.m., if you guys are interested in getting a crypto class, Bucko is going to be on here and he's going to be talking all things crypto. We're not trying to give away the farm, but a little info doesn't hurt. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Bucko's
We still gonna have the show tomorrow then, even though the
1
market is
p.m.
closed. That's right, because they had the plan.
Yep, 1 p.m.
They
I'm going to
planned it
come
out.
live.
Okay,
And that'll be a good time. We'll talk about the sales that are going on. So if anybody wants to sign up, so let us know. We'll make sure somebody's there to help you out. But 1 p.m. tomorrow, Bucko's going to come on here and talk to us about some crypto stuff. So
speaking of Bucko, tonight is Wednesday, and that's when they have their Zooms. I don't know if they cancel because of the holiday week.
They didn't.
They usually have it on Wednesday. They having it tonight.
7:15
All
Eastern.
right. Well, if you're a diamond member, I know if you're a crypto member, you're gonna be there. But if you're a diamond member, you need to come there too because you got the key. You got that diamond key, so you might as well get as much training as you can, right? Even if you ain't trying to trade crypto, you can come over there and just take a peek behind the curtain.
I'll probably dip in there and support.
Up in there. I like those guys. In the crypto.
Chris and Bucko and those guys, they're awesome. Yeah. Very, very good teachers.
Yeah. I like Bucko, not so much Chris. I like both of them, but yeah, hey, listen, shout out to the crypto group. They got a Zoom tonight. Don't miss it.
What is up? What you watch too much of the TV show? Everybody Hates Chris. Oh man!
Pre-market.
They love Raymond and they hate Chris.
Obviously, watch for every hour on the hour because new brokers come online, and then it'll cause all sorts of volume craziness. But like right here, right? If I am slowly trading Tesla, I'm going to do the same thing. Treat this just like you would, like right here. I would long this. See it? See how it's popping up now off of this channel to the downside? So I could scoop up 500 shares here in the pre-market, super slow take this thing back up to here, and then sell those off and short those and do it just like I would in the middle of the day, except it's slow moving because it's pre-market and there's not as much volume pouring in here, right? So it's almost like you could do this to get your training wheels, right, and try to figure out channels and trading. What do I do and what does that look like?
That's what the pre-market is good for,
right? See right here? See how it touched right here? But think about it. Now 500 shares at 35 cents to 6, that's 25-cent move, right? That's money, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? You see how it touched? And then I would sell here, and I told you exactly up here, right? But you could start to trade like this just as if it was in a regular day's trading session, but it's smaller, it moves less violent, it's easier going. You could do it with less shares to get a feel for how this works. But does that make sense to everybody?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's just it feels a little risky without having stops. I'm still.
I mean, a 25-cent move. Oh.
It ends up.
Yeah, I mean, it is risky without having stops, but that's part of the pre-market. You just got to get in and get out. You can't just let the trade run like that. I mean,
Yep.
it's moving so slow that you could just get in there and watch it the whole time. I mean, and if you feel like it's gonna be that much, don't get 500 shares.
I
Just
hit
get
that
100.
by accident.
You're talking about the guy that's in the
Right.
video.
But
Certainly
the
don't walk
500,
away for a
Oh,
minute
you
to get
good?
something to drink and think, oh, it's going up. It'll be all right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Not,
And a
not that I've
25-cent
done.
move, that's like what, like $175 or 150, so 125. I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah,
When you got 500 shares, a 25-cent move will get you over
for
$100.
real.
It's nice.
And you working the margin
Yep,
account? Shoot.
absolutely. $125 is nothing to sneeze at for a 25-cent move. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and call it a
Exactly.
night. Thank you guys for coming up and hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody, for participating and answering the questions, getting those brains working. Thank you, Mark, so much for the tip. I appreciate it, my brother. Thank you guys for the super chats as well. That helps the algorithm. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be on at 1 o'clock
Shout out to
to do some crypto training. And don't forget, at 7 o'clock, is it, Ralph? Tonight?
7:15.
I think so. Yep. Shout out to
7:15.
the crypto
Yep.
game.
If you are able, if you have a diamond membership or a crypto membership or diamond or crypto, head on over 7:15, get some crypto training with Chris and Bucko. Tomorrow the market is closed, so anything that you did today will not be settled until Friday. Don't forget that. So you'll see it Friday, whatever you did today. But other than that,
Futures traders. I already put the announcement out there. Like markets, some markets will be open. You probably will be able to trade tomorrow. But again, when the U.S. banks are closed and on holidays, the volume sucks. So I'm not saying don't take a setup if you don't. If you see a setup, I ain't saying don't get in, but I'm just saying don't expect for it to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like it's just be low volume. I'm gonna be watching because I'm addicted to trading, so I'm gonna go. You know.
I don't buy that, Ralph. I don't see you having an addictive personality.
Yeah, but I'm gonna look at the charts, of course, but I mean, I'm not gonna be there trying to put together a trade because I already know that what's going on. It's a holiday in the United States, so other trading sessions might have a little bit of volume, but let's just keep it real. The U.S. banks, the U.S. markets that's who put the most. We bring the most drama. So if our markets are closed, then other markets they're gonna be lackluster. I'm just saying, it's true. It's the facts. I'm speaking
just the
facts, not
facts,
opinion.
chat.
All right, it's just the facts. It's just the facts. The U.S. markets bring the most volume out of the rest of them. It goes U.S., Europe, and U.K., and then the Asian market. So
He said
Sweet.
drama.
Drama mama. All right, gang. I love your faces. Thank you all for being here. Get some
Thank you,
rest
Don.
tomorrow. Thank you, sir, for being here. Appreciate you. I'm gonna go
My pleasure.
ahead. Yes, sir. And before we get to Coach's rules, we're going to do a little bit of selling of the metal and have Coach talk to you guys about the memberships. If you don't know, now you know. Peace and blessings, y'all.
You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up at least for the free Discord. Make sure within the first 24 hours you verify your account. You will get an email from us to make sure you verify your account, or the system will kick you off thinking you are spam. You guys can get into our premium membership at $125 a month. With that, you'll get access to the membership lounge, which we have an open microphone where you can ask any questions all day from 8:45 until 4 o'clock. You guys will get all the hot stock picks, which we've already posted and have already been making money on this morning. You'll get the pre-market setup, which will give you key critical areas at the opening bell and throughout the day. The IPO Center, so any new and exciting IPOs that come out, you will have access to those. any earnings that are coming out, and of course, our videos on demand. We have 11 full training videos to get you started. Things like the 2-minute EWO, day trading, swing trading, covered calls, cash secured puts, etc., all inside of our premium membership for $125 a month. When you guys are ready to upgrade, I highly recommend, regardless of how much experience you have, signing up for the VIP membership starting at $500 a month. With that, you'll get the pre-market access starting at 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day. You guys will get access to the VIP lounge, all the workshop classes. We put one of those on every month, and the previous recorded sessions. You guys will get the VIP training videos. We have over 50 advanced training videos for you, and the Trading View indicators. If you have a VIP, you can upgrade to the gold add-on, which is an additional $250 a month. You can get the mastermind classes, 1 hour of tech support. If you need us to remote in and help you get your charts, etc., set up, we can do that for you. You'll get weekend training every Saturday at 11 o'clock. You'll get the VIP Gold Lounge access, priority help desk support, our news service, which is worth its weight in gold just for that. You'll get all the breakout rooms every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon. Everything, of course, for you as a gold member will be recorded. So if you are gold for crypto, futures, or stocks and options, all the sessions will be recorded for you. And of course, you'll get our exciting live Apple chat. We've got David over there in the mornings showing you exactly what he's doing with the 2-minute EWO and just the Apple, which is one of our amazing strategies that you guys will learn here. So we have our futures membership, our regular futures membership starting at $250 a month, which the futures is going on right now. They are, again, just like us, every day with a live open microphone from 8:45 to 4 o'clock every single day. You'll get all the futures education, all of the training videos, the futures lounge. The Trading View indicators are actually included with the futures memberships that start at $250, and of course, all of the extra Zoom classes when they have them. Crypto is the same thing. If you guys want to jump into the crypto, that one now is also $250 a month and includes the Trading View indicators. Same thing, all the training videos, anytime that the Zoom sessions are available. Now, the Zoom sessions for crypto is a little different just because it's a 24-hour, so we try to bounce that one around so you get different time and different events. We are always posting those, so you guys make sure you take advantage. And of course, a Diamond Lifetime membership. With that, you get everything. Unlimited lifetime access, all of our membership services, meaning anything that I create. Platinum's coming up, you'll have access to it. I believe that's going to be $1,000 a month. Diamond, you'll get access to that. It'll just be $20,000. You guys want to head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get signed up. You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.